Yes, we're correct.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Sing it yourself. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hey.
Oh, that's
Happy
birthday, Paul.
Thank you very much, guys. 20 year old, that's me the end of the 20s, isn't it?
Is that you? You're not a teen anymore.
Got your present, mate. There you go.
Oh, thanks very much, Simon.
Oh, what's this?
Lovely, mate, innit? Lovely wee touch.
A beautiful moment.
Wow.
Oh.
See if you like it.
It's a blouse.
What's that blouse, didn't it?
Something that is, I thought it'd be up your street, mate,
Aye.
What is it? Oh, there you go.
They're bees.
Pair of shorts for the
Nice
beach.
shirt to go on it.
Can I take him?
Oh, there.
I'm going on holiday
I was going to get
tomorrow.
you something, but I couldn't find any fake Balenciaga gear.
Oh, mate, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Nice, isn't it?
Aye.
That
Do you think I should put it on? Is it too cold?
Stick on.
Is that jammies?
You want to start the show and I'll go and get it, put it
Right, go
on?
on, you stick it on off camera.
It's silk.
Silk, aye.
Pure silk.
Pure silk, mate.
I'm into a shape,
Silky,
but
silky player.
You're out of shape.
I'll stick it on.
Stick it on, just stay there.
I'll go in here
in front of the camera, come on.
My body's out of shape.
Is it bad?
Aye, so you continue the show and I'll get in here and do it.
Right, okay, we'll start.
Okay. All right.
Just before we start,
Well, that's
lads.
his birthday. Can David
Aye,
Lance?
do it,
His birthday, so Frank, you remember what you were doing 30 year and 9 months ago?
Yeah.
Was she good?
Who?
Big Susie, was it not?
Did you say what I was doing or who I was doing?
30, so he's 30 today, so 30, it would have been about...
Wait, age are you, Frank?
Aye. I'm that age.
60.
So it would have
Tell me your
been...
age.
So what, you'd have been 30,
51.
33 at the time?
My
You proud
name's
of how your boys turned out?
Aye. Look at that.
Absolutely
Look at
brilliant.
the thighs.
Oh my God, man, what eh? What's that hanging in between them?
You need cleaners just laughing.
See when you're
Get these shorts on.
Silky. We
Where'd
silky
you put
numbers.
yourself?
I know.
see when
There's
you're
some stuff this
eBay,
morning.
eBay.
Hey?
Aye, there's the cakes and all that as well.
Cake,
eBay?
still shebang.
No, it wasn't eBay. Fuck, you kidding? How was your cake? Nice.
Beautiful. That was
What'd you go to class on?
chocolate croissant. Wow.
You've
So
taken
much
the-
of my diet.
Oh, aye. For my...
You just ruined my diet for the holiday.
You going on holiday again?
Aye.
I know, again.
Where,
Aye,
eh?
but it's no any
Gonna
old
Car-
holiday, innit? No,
Going
it's
to Caribbean.
the Caribbean.
Fucking
I go every
hell, man.
year. I go every year.
Aye, I go to
I paid
go to
for it.
Blackpool every
I know,
year.
I couldn't be
Mate,
seen
you
it. I
honestly,
couldn't be
you
seen
look like
it,
you've
but-
not been on holiday for about 20 years.
I couldn't
Correct. I need a holiday. There you go.
Can you imagine
I
me going to? Can you imagine
would-
me going to Blackpool? I couldn't think of anything worse in my life.
I mean, I've been looking after you last
I
few
know.
years. I thought you'd at least take me.
It's a couple thing. Can I take it?
Oh, is it one of their retreats?
All right. Oh, it's a couple thing. Oh.
So you need to take car keys and that.
keys into the middle of the
car
table.
keys, aye.
That's all right.
Right, let's see the look at
Oh,
these
strawberry. Aye,
tarts.
for all dear, by the way. No,
that
I
for your
should have.
ma?
Oh, my wee mammy loves a strawberry tart. I know you can't see them,
Oh, I
but
can see it for you.
they're the babies. What did you say about
Oh, look at this guy, man.
them? No,
looks
there
terrible.
you go.
Fuck that, look good on fuck's sake.
Wait,
Don't tuck it.
yeah.
Don't tuck it
it's
in.
not happening.
Don't tuck it in. Don't tuck it in. Leave it.
Oh my God, look at that.
Ah, that's. Would you wear that at the hydro?
Brilliant. By the way,
No.
that looks alright, you.
No, it's just.
I wouldn't, are you going to tuck a t-shirt in it?
Are you commando?
Aye, right.
Are you commando under that?
Mate, I did see, right, it's your birthday, you usually always get boxers on your, they're the most faded pair of boxers I've ever seen. Did you not get any pants for your birthday now?
Maybe was up soon I woke up with it. Have you still sleeping?
What, it's fucking 12:30.
Are you?
You got up at 1
You got to do that.
I'll definitely still
What, the reason they get up
It's
at
keeping
1?
that on.
I'll keep it on. Take that back
You're
on.
talking.
That suits you, mate, you look good, doesn't it?
And it's really stylish.
It looks
Nice.
good then. That
Very
boy.
good. Good.
Isn't it? You can
Good
carry.
pick,
You
innit?
can carry
Good
that
pill,
sort
good
of
pick.
gear.
That looks cool.
Aye.
Good
Thanks
pick.
very much, Simon.
That's alright,
Well
mate.
done.
Thoughtful in it.
What
Really
did,
good.
so what did you do?
Yeah,
Right, what did you get
What
him?
did you get me?
Well, I got him some cakes last week, and the reason I couldn't get you cakes this week is because Carol's brother's back from America, so she's been very busy. So that's
Birthday card pish, not interested.
I'm not
how.
interested.
Back to America.
I've sang the man a song.
I go to have.
What did you get him?
I go to have Carol.
Tightest man in the world, what did you get him?
I got a
Go to the
cake after.
Caribbean, mate, and he can't even get you a birthday present.
How you shot him last night, didn't you?
Oh, aye, he did, baby. Aye, he did sort of out. I was a bit worried.
By the way, see you on that? That is one of the funniest days ever.
Videos for the hydro.
Oh my
I missed it. Was it brilliant?
So he
He
was
stepped up.
like, mate, he was a genius.
He's like a young De Niro, isn't he? Look at him.
Derek De Niro.
De Niro.
Derek De Niro.
Mate, you were unbelievable.
Was he good, son?
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm not joking. Like,
I enjoyed it too much.
even
so
the producers not say that who wouldn't just talk shit, do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
He
There
said
was a
that.
wee-
It was
there was a wee
natural,
bit-
mate. Pure natural.
He went into super mode. It was a cross between Rabsy Nesbitt.
No, he looks like wee Bernie.
No, but it was the way he was talking. The way he was talking. Rabsy Nesbitt.
Wee Bernie and what's the man's name? Marydal.
You were brilliant, weren't you? You really were. How was yours? Because I missed you, remember?
No, you never were there.
I was
Why?
there the whole time.
My line.
I watched every
How
bit
good
of
were
it.
they? Were they
Aye, brilliant.
top
No,
four?
as good as in.
No, Derek won it.
Derek won.
Derek was out of this world.
You got an Oscar. Well done, son.
thanks, man.
But you and Andy were an embarrassment yesterday to me.
How? To you, how?
To somebody in my household. Some of the stuff that was going on yesterday. That was shocking.
I don't actually ever speak to us again after that.
Andy's done. You might still be in there, but Andy's done.
Andy's done.
Andy's done.
Right,
Greeting,
talking of
Andy's
birthdays,
greeting.
it's obviously Grosvenor's birthday every day.
Aye.
Every day's a holiday with
365 days of the year.
Yep.
Enter
So
code.
baby.
Enter code. You ready for the new code? All
Right,
those
a new
listeners,
one.
you ready for the new code? Paolo.
Oh!
25. To get 25% odds boost on any Scottish market for the first 250 customers.
The Canio!
That's not the
That's
song.
not the song. Canio! Hey, I Canio! You know why I sing it?
No, because I've heard a wee
Tell me
whisper that there might be somebody else coming on, so to add to the show. So we're still
We're
waiting.
trying, mate. We're
So,
trying.
aye, you know. So I'll wait till and then I'll sing that song. That's all
Of course
right.
you will.
Canio's alright. Canio's good.
Oh, aye.
Great.
All right.
No, I don't mean that.
Stop, man.
Stop, but no, that he doesn't bother about any of that.
He's a crazy man.
Crazy man.
Crazy.
Oh, he's crazy, mate.
He's a crazy.
So I've lost my notes.
He's a Gravison Mark too, mate.
West Ham fans love him. Absolutely love
Talk
him.
forever, mate.
Oh, forget that. That's
Aye,
right.
West Ham fans love him.
Oh, that's a good,
forget-
that's
you
a good
forget-
wee connection
get
as
the-
well. So,
Get the West
wonder
Ham
if he
boys
loves
up.
why don't we ask?
There
I
you
wonder
go.
who the West Ham fans' biggest idol is, Machiavelli or Canio.
Lampard.
Oh, there's a bit of needle here. I'm
Doesn't
thinking.
seem happy, honestly. Melly didn't seem too happy about who's coming on.
Different eras.
Why don't we hear we?
I scored more goals.
You scored more goals,
Of course I did.
did you? Huh?
Of course I did.
I can sense it.
That is it. He's not happy.
He's brilliant. No, different
Can see him
eras.
face
Never
off.
played with me.
Mark
Never
and
played with me.
Canio.
No, arse off.
No.
That's doing arse off.
Arse off.
Yeah.
Aye.
Scalp each other's arse.
No, he's a great. It was great for. It was what West Ham needed when he went there because they were on a slope and he's come in and he's not a team. He's not a team player. He's an individual. And what an individual is.
What I've heard
He's
from
like
you,
a
mate, I
magician.
cannot wait.
He's like a
to meet him.
magician,
He
isn't
used to join in their training, Frank.
Oh, incredible.
And I've obviously trained with some big players at Celtic as a kid, but that was him at 40, mate, and he was fucking unbelievable. Yeah, best of
Can I,
the
I'll give you one. See, when I was at Hearts, Joe Jordan was the manager, and seeing pre-season, Big Joe took part, but he also done. He got the time, so if we were doing like 4 runs, he would do 1, and the time that he done, and we had to get in that time. Obviously, the times 4. But I tell you what, he was fit as a fiddle, Big Joe. I remember we played Everton, and it was a friendly, and he came on at half time. The game was nothing each. We won the game 2-0. Joe had come on.
He was a manager?
When he was a manager, scored
played
both goals.
great.
I always remember
was
we
a
walked
coach.
in, he wasn't in the dressing room at half time, and we walked through into physio bit, and there was a wee room aside where you could warm up and all that, and he was in there doing push-ups and sit-ups, and then just when he took the gnashers out, the teeth out, he was ready for action, and he was a beast.
So talking about football, he was ready for action.
He was a beast, honestly, and he battered that back 4 Everton.
Aye.
I remember there was a 50-50, him and Big Southall. There's only one winner.
Oh God.
Big Joey was
We
a
never
lot.
Southall. He put him on his ass, didn't he?
Aye, by
Never
the way,
couldn't
just
jump.
flattened him out by the way. Scored the 2 goals.
So, who do you think? Do you think he'll talk Gravison?
He'll be. He'll talk more than Gravison in terms of
How will you be?
we'll not get a word in, mate.
How would you be? Because
You're
I'll bosh him, mate.
I know.
Like I did when I was a player.
said that about Gravison,
I did, did I not?
He talks, didn't you? You'll just get it.
No.
You'll feel like a wee boy.
No.
He'll be shouting
No,
at you.
no.
I thought that'd be Gravison, but he had Gravison on the other place.
I'd Gravison on toast, mate.
Aye.
Out there, you didn't know, didn't you? No? Out
On the stage, did I know that?
The thing I liked about
I think you were
Gravison,
scared he was going to hit you.
Gravison was an absolute gentleman. Behind the scenes, quite quiet, and professional, but see when he went on stage, he lit up the place.
There's only one place he was noisy when he shut that bathroom door.
Stinking
A guy
man.
asked me
stinking
about
up.
that, who was it? As usual, I just blame you, Sling. That's-
Sling.
Right, when entering the code, you'll also be entered into the draw to win 2 tickets for the OVO Hydro show.
Right, okay.
We're
Unbelievable.
going to be doing that in the Coop
Did you know it's
and
brilliant?
the podcast.
Every week, and there was a winner last week for Stoke.
Yes.
Right.
Wasn't there, Simon? Jack W. Won 2 tickets. Good on him.
Stoke.
So good on him.
Good
He'll
place.
enjoy the show.
Far and wide, the fans, far and
Far
wide.
right,
so
it's in England and then
There, aye.
You were saying about the boy Christian, is it Christian Burgess at
Aye.
Ipswich?
There you go.
Put in the programme, you could listen to any what music. He says no.
Any
listen
going
to
away in
Europa.
a desert island, what music would you take? He says I want to take music. I says I would just take the Open Goal podcast. There you go.
Young boy at Ipswich.
Aye.
Thanks very much, Christian. When you're working at McDonald's,
McDonald's.
Yeah, well done. Aye.
extra chips and they're happy.
get a couple of tickets.
Get a
We'll
life,
get a couple of
guys.
tickets.
Get a life.
Get a life. Get a life. Get out there.
Right, you're talking about their hydro performance. Why don't you try and act like two fucking pundits today then?
Oh, no. It's been hard the
That's a
last
good
couple.
line.
That was good, wasn't it?
It's been, you thought of this, didn't you? You thought of
We
it.
just be
You don't just
ourselves.
make this up, do you?
No, it's all thought through, mate.
Is that all scripted?
I'll tell you what.
Just the questions.
I'm
mate.
going to be honest with you. It's been hard the last couple of weeks. Picking results.
What house?
That's constant. That's
What's been hard the last couple?
Hey, that's
What, for 4 weeks?
That's
It's been hard.
constant.
Aye, that's-
Last few years, isn't it?
I know.
That's a
Been hard
piston.
the last
That's just
couple
a
of
piston he's done there.
Never got hard on for 6
Double
weeks.
barrel
It's-
shotgun, man.
It's back in form now. It's back in form. It's just up to
Well, it needs
standard.
to be
No,
if
I'm
you're
talking
going to
about
Antigua.
picking teams, aye.
Oh, right,
team.
picking teams.
Aye, it's been.
I know, but that's because you didn't know any of the players in the teams. That's what he's hard.
Big guy up front. Brilliant.
I tell you,
No, it's good.
to Aberdeen, obviously Dundee
know.
United, but what about that carry on?
Aye.
You know, what about the punt?
Well, how can he know? How can that not get rescinded? I mean, that's.
It should be,
Yes,
that's
it's
common
fine,
I don't
sense.
get that. It's
It's got to be,
ridiculous.
innit? That's
Ridiculous.
just common sense. And I
Wild.
tell you what, Ojo, I tell you, he showed some, the restraint
Aye.
he showed was unbelievable.
because he
I
gets sent off outside. He was having an argument with somebody apparently, and they're gonna get him for that. But that's because he gets sent off and be annoyed and not take any more crap off it. Supporters, that's what that is.
When I know when you take to the park, as we know even a way back in your day, you know, that you get pelters, right? You get that. And there's a bit of banter involved, but some of the stuff
Somebody
that
puts your
says
hands on you. That's wrong.
this at times is way beyond what it
Yeah.
should be said. But if a punter motions towards you and puts their hands
Aye.
on you, you know, how would you react? I know how you would react.
I punch somebody one time. Somebody
go?
ran on the goal and punched somebody.
Gorham.
I know somebody did you by the throat at one time. I
And
know.
that was a player. That was
Aye.
a player. That was a player. It was a punter.
Aye. But
That was
punters
a
should-
player.
Aye.
I'm talking about punters. A punter ran on. And apparently,
When you've been hot
had they
behind,
punched
you've been
him.
hot with pies and all that.
Oh,
and
aye.
See
the
on,
usual.
I've not actually
But
seen
it
the
was
situation,
shocking.
but see on referees, I know people are saying common sense, but do you think they actually need to change the laws of the game?
I don't get what the laws
So
they
the-
give us for that.
No, I don't know
Unless
that-
they
I don't know that
but
one,
if they booked him for going off the park, he gets shoved off.
It's his
I mean, the boy
motion.
did shove him off. So it's not, he can't book him for that.
Yeah.
I think because he's went back into the crowd after it, Frank. I think that's why he's had
Well,
to
if somebody comes and puts their two hands and physically throws you, you're going to go,
No,
"What
of course you are,
What you up
Yeah.
to?" And that's all he did. He went, "Come on, what's
Yeah.
going on here?" It was bang
I,
out
th-
order.
I think
and
he
it-
showed most restraint and walked away. I'm impressed that he walked away.
So am I. That's what the most impressive thing.
What
That's
have you
how
done?
it should have been.
Aye.
Clean out.
Wee fat lump anyway.
And again, that's how
Exactly.
a lot of us would react like that. You know, it's an instinct, innit? Somebody comes into your space and does that to you. But I thought it was the restraint he showed was unbelievable.
But somebody had to be restrained yesterday. It was Derek Ferguson, very fiery yesterday.
In the acting.
In between takes.
that.
Oh, was he?
Oh, you
Was
don't-
it?
Don't
No,
be
it
saying-
was
On
don't
the
be-
Rangers
by the way,
semi-final.
he was a-
Oh, in the Rangers
On the
semi-final.
Rangers
aye.
semi-final. How did you see it, Derek?
semi-final.
I wasn't there. What semi-final?
On Sunday.
Aye. It's a hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everything that's
did you see
unfolded. Did I see it?
Oh, by the way, I seen Ross Wilson and Eusebius today. Speaking to him, what a guy.
Was he? Aye.
Proper nice guy, saying he likes the show.
Did he? Aye.
Uh-huh. Sitting eating his black pudding and eggs.
Do you not get
What a guy.
Ah,
No,
very
buy
nice,
buy
very
cakes
good.
for us.
Very
What, just
good.
fucking brought you?
Oh, he should have paid for it.
Oh, him no. Sorry, mate.
No,
uh,
I'm no bothered about it. You can chat about that all day. No, I was so disappointed in everything that unfolded, and obviously Golson is getting a lot of stick. He's come out, but I think he was speaking for the dressing room. And I
shouldn't
think but I know he shouldn't have, because I think he's got to be a wee bit more kind of. See, when you get through it there in front of the media, I think sometimes you've got to take yourself away from everything that's happened. Give yourself a wee 5 minutes to think things out. But when you're in front of the cameras, instinctively it comes out there. Well, see the decisions.
That was
This is where
Kent
I was getting
Aribo
fiery
was terrible.
yesterday, and this
Terrible.
is what I was saying to you, Slaney, is because as soon as the manager was put in place, I know there's a work permit, there's an issue there, but it's time to get down to work. So and whether you've got a day, whether you've got 24 hours with them, you've got an hour before the game, use it. You know, and as the decisions were being made and unfold, I mean, it was baffling, you know, and I'm not going to have a go at the guy on the sidelines because that's why your guys, managers are paid the big bucks to make the decisions because you're under pressure and that. But some of the decisions he made with Kent coming off, Aribo, you know, Kent who's always a threat, Aribo their best
But
player.
surely all it takes is an assistant manager or somebody sitting next to him with a wee phone to somebody on the bench.
And that's what I said to you yesterday. I says, I thought the manager should maybe found a quieter place in the stadium with the walkie-talkie so that he could see the whole game, so that he could communicate with the bench, so he could make the decisions. You know what I mean? And Rangers, you know, early the last 10 years or what, you know, they've been horrendous in terms of getting, you know, to cup finals. You know, they don't won a cup in that long. So it was such an important day, and all the fans that have travelled, paid all their money, the expectation. You're at Hampden, you know, and look at the crowd Rangers had, you know, compared to him. So it was all there for them. So I thought everybody's culpable. Coulson's getting it, you know, but I think that whole dressing room, it just gave you an indication of that mentality.
He wasn't playing, was he?
Richard Gough said the same. He was at the game, he was there, and he came out and he says, you know, sometimes when they get beat, Walter used to fling him out to front of the cameras because he was the captain. He says the captain should have fronted it. No, you know, not a centre half. Who's not having a good time himself. So he's came in, but in the statement to come out and say it's 3-0, the game was done at half time. That's a lot of crap.
I don't think he actually meant the game was done. I think he just meant it's.
Yeah. Well, the fans are picking up.
It's going to take a lot to come back to this.
See, what I gathered through that, I think that's what the mentality was at half time. I think he's maybe saying about that dressing room. I know them all. There'll be some boys in that dressing room think, well, that's it. It's no your day. It's like, come on, that's not the way it works. And this is where. I know he's probably laughing when you go an hour day and all that, but players get after you. It would be physical. Guys would have you up against the wall, giving you a slap. You get your act in order, you know, and I don't see that in that dressing room. Because they won and listened with the 55 was brilliant, but it's gone. It's about the here and the now. And when the fans turn up and it's time to deliver, you know, go out and listen, the one thing, Si, you have bad games, we'll have bad games, we've all been there. But the question is, when you sit at the end of any game, it doesn't matter, you ask yourself the question, did I give everything? And I tell you what, not one player probably in that Rangers dressing room could have said,
I thought Aribo was the best player.
Aribo hadn't took him off.
I thought he was probably the best player. It was baffling. That's what I'm saying. Who made that decision? It wasn't GIO because he's up in the stand, no in a walkie-talkie and run. But I'm thinking, who's made that decision? What a statement that is for whoever it is. Because he was listen, in Kent, Morelos, that's 3 players that you want to take off because Morelos is liable to score. Kent can change a game and win.
Steve Davis or a Kamara.
I know.
It doesn't matter if you're
I did one of the midfielders. I
thought Aribo was the best player for Rangers.
That's not to do with a youth manager. You ask any of the fans and I think make changes, they wouldn't have took the 3 players.
No,
that's not to do with a youth, that's choosing your head. But I mean, have you ever been in a game where, or after a game and any of your players when you were at Swindon or anything like that, came out and had a go at the team?
At the team, we used to fight all the time at Swindon. My first year at Swindon.
Would you go into pressing yet?
Players slotting other players in the press?
Similar to the goals.
That's what I don't like.
I
hate people going to the press and papers and slotting people.
You know what?
It's in the dressing room, Si.
I made a big thing about it last year with who's a big boy. I had it back. He came in and says, "This is my best season ever." And I thought, you've just flung your pals under the bus. You don't do that. You know, you just don't do it. You just can't. I mean, no matter what you think of your teammates, you can't say nothing. You know, because it's supposed to be a unit.
And captain Jonathan Douglas played at Ireland like 12 times, so he was far too good to that level. He played in the Premier League. I'd done well at the start, and in my 3rd game in, mate, I was hopeless. Came off at half time, and he came in at half time, and you fucking need to be better than that. It's not acceptable. You're not a wee boy anymore. In front of everyone. But in the dressing room,
that's the guy. See what you want in the dressing room, but keep it in the dressing room. As soon as you leave that dressing room and you're front of press, supporters, whatever, you know, your nose open.
I don't think he wanted to come out and just give cliche answers, so did he?
You don't mind somebody coming in and saying, look, you're better than that. If you are, you know yourself. So when somebody tells you, you just take it.
Yeah.
You know, see you on Van Bronckhorst start. Is it one of the hardest places you could go for your first game? Livingston away?
Can I just say to on the thing about him not going down, they said it was due to red tape, he couldn't go down to the dressing room.
Aye.
I found loads of red tape in his bedroom.
Aye.
Put it all in it.
Or in 4 bits.
Get out. 4 posts like that youth coach take it.
I see I see somebody's getting a bit of stick because he mentioned that. my brother.
Was it Mourinho?
think a wee bit unfairly, you know,
What happened?
Aye, Barry's getting a bit.
He says he says something. He's on whatever station he's on or whatever. I think it's a wee bit unfair on him.
Yeah.
You know, I think Barry's just wearing his heart on his sleeve and telling you the way he would go about it. I think he's just like I think some Rangers support. I think it'd be a bit harsh on Barry, to be honest, with that. It's just.
So what has he actually said? Sorry, I've missed this.
Just about getting down to the dressing room at half time. But that's why I'm saying you've indicated about talk with the walkie-talkie being involved. I'm saying before a game, you know, an hour before they even, or half an hour before they even get into that stadium, you know, can you somehow, you know, Zoom calls and everything. It's so easy, you know, to do a team talk. You use everything and anything to gain an advantage, and I don't think Rangers used that in that semi-final.
Never seen that coming, to be honest. Never seen that performance coming.
I never seen
that performance, you know. I seen it as I could foresee Hibs playing better than what they've been playing and stepping up, but I never thought it would be that bad for
the
Rangers.
comparisons to the semi-final the night before, I'd finished my game, I'm travelling home, I'm listening to the BBC radio and I'm listening to the commentary, and it sounded like...
Any other radio stations you want to mention?
No, just the BBC.
Do you mention Open Goal when you're doing BBC now?
Top drawer over.
I'll be listening to Saturday saying many times you mention Open Goal on BBC radio.
Because what I was going to say is because the opening 15-20 minutes, it was like Celtic were absolutely flying, weren't they? Went at them. And this is what I'm trying to get to. I expected Rangers to be like at the semi-final with the punters, the crowd that they had. You know, I expected them to come flying out of traps. You know, and it was a kind of opposite because the Hibs boys gave a few wee meaty challenges. You've got to respond to that, or you've got to start like that, haven't you? You know, and
supposedly there was a walkie-talkie, but somebody kept farting in it, wasn't it?
Aye. Strange, wasn't it? Carver still at Hampden. Lewis the Diller man, isn't he? Go do it now. Take that part of it. But here anyway, talking about fat. Talk about farting, a guy that loves farting, Davy Martindale.
Martindale.
There you go. I don't know if I that. Or Frank, any one of these.
Aye. Go Frank.
Go Frank. Frank, if you're a manager, right, and you take a job, Livingston away is one of the hardest away fixtures you can go to for your first game.
The question you should be asking, does he know anything about Livingston? I mean, but he would think it's just another team, they'll play it. I mean, like, I think
does he know anything about Livingston?
No, I don't know if he does or not. He'll not know what to expect, that's for sure.
Surely he's watched every Livingston game this year.
Well, Ange came in, his first game at Livingston, it was like, my God, he played boys that he thought he could play football, and you can't really do that against Livingston. You've got to win the battle first. So unless he's got somebody there that knows, you know, he's not going to take any advice off, you know, the hierarchy. So I think he's going to get somebody in because he's been away for Scottish football for a long time.
Listen, he'll be sitting watching tapes of Livingston. He'll get a feel for whoever's in there, you know, the Scottish guys and the coaching staff. He'll be well versed and prepared for that. He'll know that it's not going to be a game that you can be, you know, nice and play silky football. You've got to match them in terms of, you've got to win the battle first and foremost. And I think that's what Livingston have done of late. They've changed, you know. I think Davy Martindale try to kind of change his style of play, and why not? You know, he's always trying to improve and better, but he's been back to kind of the old kind of style, and I think it suits them better. So it is a difficult place. So Rangers need to be prepared to go and fight and battle first and foremost, and then you can go in and play your football. But hard place to go.
So on that battling, then, if you're looking for people that are going to go there and battle, would you make changes for the weekend, for Sunday?
I think he's got to.
Who'd be more suited to the battle? Guys like maybe Patterson?
I've said it last week on here, didn't I? As I would, with new managers coming in, changes. I think Tavernier. Listen, I'm not saying he's not done well. He has, but I just think when you've got a young guy, when you've got a young player, and as good as Patterson, you've got. If you're going to have keep Tavernier on the team if you want, but get that boy Patterson in there somewhere because the quality's going forward.
I think undoubted.
Well, they probably could. So that's up to the manager to figure that out.
At right back.
No, I think Patterson in midfield would be just fill in if Tav goes by him. I think he could do. I think he could do it very easy, and it fills that void in there. Just
well, here's one for you. Would you play one of them after Barisic the last couple of performances? Could you play Patterson left back?
Aye, he's been terrible.
I know. Look at Scotland, they've got Tierney and Robertson.
I know, but they play a 3, didn't they, at the back? I think that suits.
Well, he might change it. See, this is what we're waiting to see.
Yeah.
You know, we're so used to seeing Rangers, the back 4, you know, and the full-backs, Barisic and Tavernier, you know, getting high up. So maybe there's going to be a wee change.
Go that formation.
But this is what he might see something different. Can you get Tavernier
who you
and
put as your
Patterson
3 centre-backs in this?
Goldson, Tavernier and
Tavernier at centre-back?
or Patterson. If you're going to fit, if you're doing that formation to fit the two.
Balogun, you've got
You
Balogun.
need
So wait, the guy that gets you the
You've
most
got Goldson,
assists
but-
the full season, you're going to play him right at back 3?
No, I'm not saying he's saying that. But this is where it's intriguing to see.
Right, okay.
No, he's not going to do it.
I'm getting your thinking here.
He's not going to do it.
To see what he's going to do.
Doesn't it like defending? What great going forward, we're going to play right at back 3, brilliant.
But what I will say is,
Get attacking football.
it's new the time to get the boy Patterson into that side.
Somehow I have.
Aye.
He just killed you.
Aye, done it.
He just murdered you. He just murdered you.
What about in terms of strikers, Frank? Morelos,
Yes.
is- obviously he wasn't playing.
I would say
Came in
no.
Sunday,
I would say
take him back out.
well, good catch. I would say.
Coffee or the white cheese?
I would say. I thought you done well to catch that. I would say.
Take him out.
Nah, he's take him out. But I wouldn't take if he was on the pitch. It's hard to take him off because he's liable to do something. But to start, I think there's boys there hunger.
But then I
It's
think
scoring goals. I think it would give him,
I
you know,
tell-
a kick up the backside again.
tell you what,
I think
Dima-
he needs a wee warning. you know.
Maka, a wee kick up the backside, I would say loss a stone right away. The next couple of weeks, wee man, get a stone off you.
I'll date-
Because
I'll
I
date with
think
him.
he's carrying.
I'll
I
date
know
with
he's
him.
stocky, he's got that kind of build, but I think he could do with Lawson
Aye.
a stone. Honestly,
He's not
and
moving- he's not
people
moving
go,
the same.
oh, it's all one Losa, but
He's not
But
losing.
I don't
he's not
see
doing
him
the same movement.
I know,
Sharpness.
and you see Sakala when he comes onto the park, he's running the channels, he's buzzing about. I'm not seeing that with Morelos, and I'm starting to, are you living your life
Getting
right?
it.
Are
No.
you, so I think he could do with a stone off. Honestly, it's just my
He's living. He's got good parties.
perception,
apparently.
looking at him and thinking, I think you could do with Lawson a
He's
wee
having a
bit.
few good parties. Just
Oh, is he?
I've heard
Have
that.
you been
It's
to
up
them?
your house.
Aye.
Been to
Are
one.
you
Been to
inviting
one.
him to?
Been to one.
He's taking him out.
Talk to Peter and
Damascus.
tell us about it, Paul. Next question.
I think Martindale, he'll be relishing this.
Oh, of course he will.
I do. I think he'll relish this. A new manager coming in. No, but I think
get-
the type
I
of
get what you're
character
saying.
Martindale
I
is, I think he'll be
He'll-
relishing
he'll-
this.
he'll
Smell
love
blood.
Smell blood, Simon. Aye.
He'll love it. He'll love it.
Will we move on?
Right. No, I think Livingston will bit for it.
There.
Definitely, aye. Definitely.
What was it, a draw that you got last week, wasn't it?
Aye.
Someone?
Aye. And the
Good
thing
result.
is,
I
Turned
caught
it into
that.
a
Away
I
from
caught that
home.
last week. I said I put my family on a draw, so I got the family
you?
back.
You got the family back.
Well
so
done.
Gratitude.
What will be the birthday dinner tonight, Port Riddle?
Portnoy, aye.
Pointed of his dinner.
don't knock it.
Toast and Port Riddle.
Dip the
She
toast.
calls that pasta and bread and pasta,
Bread and
doesn't she?
pasta,
Port
aye,
Riddle
we-
toast.
We dip it in. Butter on it.
What's your go-to? And you're saying a pot noodle.
My
If
go-to-
if your ma's not making your dinner or whatever, if your missus is not on,
Meal
what do you
deal.
go?
Meal deal for Tesco.
Is it?
Ham sandwiches and then crisps and a juice.
What's yours?
Oh, it's a, I don't know, maybe toast and banana or a cereal. See what it is. That's
Weird. Sitting starving all right, man.
Oh, the boys come in for their training
Toast and
last
banana.
night. The missus
Steak.
wasn't in. Or they were raging. There was no food for them. I wasn't making them their dinner.
What, can they not cook, the boys?
Well, they should be. The only one that cooks out of the three of them is Lewis.
Is it?
Aye. I saw Lewis on a Sunday morning making them a fry up.
Who's that?
Got
Carver?
my two.
Apples in the bed, didn't wait on that.
Mate, these two big brothers.
Hurry up.
Fry up. So yes, unbelievable. And me, I've got to say as
Can you
well.
not cook now? You
I'm
can
hopeless.
cook, surely.
I can cook.
Can you?
What's your
Steak,
specialty?
steak, mushrooms, mashed potatoes.
Oh,
Love it.
Francis.
I could see.
Love it.
The
A wee
naked.
glass of red, that'd be nice.
You get guys that go to
it's not-
houses
it's not
and
Sunday
get
morning.
naked, don't they? And cook for them and all that and clean up. You could make a living doing that.
Me
Aye.
and one of them.
Couldn't you?
Well, we were asking this in the motor the other day.
Jammies.
If you could have any starter and main meal for your last meal, what would it be?
Any start.
Death row. In death
Death
row.
row meal,
Death row meal.
What was yours again?
Makes you all chicken.
Yours
in
was
it.
his was chicken dippers to start and then a chicken burger for main meal.
No.
And chicken crisps. Right?
Skinny fries.
Chicken
Skinny fries. Oh.
And a bottle for
Chicken soup for dessert.
Favourite
Garlic scallops. Oh.
Oh, scallops are nice, mate.
Brilliant.
Like
But garlic
and scallops.
But garlic.
Roan bacon.
For starter.
Coffee for Greg's
For
150.
starter.
I am. I'm dead.
You're a player,
Aye.
didn't you?
Roan bacon.
Very
sauce.
simple
Do you
with
like-
that as
do you
well.
like scallops?
I would be. Well, I'm not really into kind of all that.
I was
seafood.
at.
I'm just simple. I'd be a
I
minestrone
was at
and
the
a
butcher
lasagna.
shop for my.
Something
Oh,
simple.
butcher shop's
I was
nice.
at the butcher shop for my birthday the other night. Oh, scallops are just
What'd you have for your main steak?
steak. Aye.
See, I'm
It's a good
See, you
good
can
option.
see the
I'm asking
difference.
for that, I think,
I was, my missus was in the butcher the other day and she got these, this sausage,
Of
square
course you got the
sausage.
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 Did you get him or did you get him with
No,
square?
have you saw this? Have you saw the square
Put right
sausage?
across the counter.
I've got to share them. Square sausage with the black pudding.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
That was
That's
tremendous.
What's your main meal in your last?
It's a lasagna.
A lasagna?
Right, and a glass of red.
Oh, Italian, I like
No,
that.
saved it.
Take
You
that
saved
back.
it.
A bottle of red.
That's
where I like it.
That's where you save yourself on your drink selection.
You're risotto, innit?
Risotto.
Risotto,
A nice risotto,
nice.
mate. Oh, love risotto.
I know.
Not like that now.
Nah.
Risotto's nice. It's lovely. Bit of rice.
Chilino's risotto, chicken broccoli.
Oh,
Lovely, mate.
Simple
Nice
foods.
cold glass of what is it?
beer.
No, white wine. A nice white wine. Pinot Grigio or something.
Right.
Oof.
He's in the rank.
Nice white wine,
He's in the rank
aye.
show, isn't he?
Aye, he's done it.
Oh,
So.
aye. Nice glass of red for me.
No.
Beautiful. We've spoken
Cold.
about Ojo, but Scott Brown, Paul,
Yes,
returns, Frank,
well done.
returns to Celtic Park. What kind of ovation will he get?
He's good. He's got an award, didn't he? He's getting a fair play
for the
award.
fair play award.
Well done. He's it'll be interesting to see him come back here.
Bit of good ovation.
Of course. the start very efficient.
Ovation?
Ovation.
Is that not how you say that?
I think he'll get a good reception.
No, it's ovation now.
No. Can't have my teeth. I've not got the right teeth on. So I think he'll get a good reception, and then, as I say, remember I said last year the fans are funny. I says he'll just top somebody, and the fans will hit him.
I'll start about him.
Aye.
Slenny
What
and
you
politician
looking
back.
at? What you looking at?
He's sending me pictures of Gordon Smith.
He's Gordon Smith.
Hey, wait. Right, tell me, how did that go?
Aye.
They go, what?
Told you.
Right.
No, listen,
In what way?
on Bruni.
Brilliant,
I know.
Change the subject,
On
change the
Scott Brown, I think before the game, I think he'll get a brilliant reception, and after the game, but during the game, he'll probably winding players up, won't he? He'll try to get in season. During the game, or whatever, but after the game, he'll get a
I think him
brilliant
and Beaton
reception.
were in a bit in the last
Aye,
game.
they
I'm
were.
told
They
you,
were.
I remember that in
Aye,
the
I seen
box,
that.
giving each other a bit.
So that will know, but I think before and after the game, he'll get,
size of
and
Beaton.
rightly deserved.
See, size of Beaton is about 6'6", isn't he?
He's a big boy,
Big
Beaton.
boy.
So then when you play against Beaton up close, you see how fucking
I
big
know.
he's and
It
long
feels
his
like
legs
he's
are.
came on a bit this season as well.
But it's because
technically,
technically, I
fuck off.
I'm talking about work rate and
Work rate,
running,
that's what
mate.
you lack.
Swimmer.
That's what he lacked.
Aye, that's what he
He's
likes.
always,
Can
had the,
run.
he's always had technical. He's always
Always had the technical, but it was a running side.
It's a running
Working hard,
side.
but enthusiasm.
They missed that. They missed Tommy.
Who, Tommy Gravison?
No, they miss him. What does they call him? Tom Rogic.
Tommy.
Everyone calls him. He calls him Tommy. Hans calls him Tommy. Tommy
Even
this
him,
and
he
Tommy
looks
that.
fit as
I
well.
didn't know
Aye,
who Tommy was. I was like, that's what I thought. Gravison.
Right, here, you ready for
I
this?
can see Bruni taking them all out, one by one.
Aye.
Just bashing everyone a bit.
I think so.
Right, here's a big statement for you.
Right, go on.
Ready for this?
Right.
Oh, I was
The
speaking you.
best free transfer in the last. Trying to think of free transfers that people have got. Dembele wasn't it free, they had to pay a wee bit of compensation. But the last free transfer in Scottish football in the last 10 years,
Free transfer.
John Suter, is going to be a free transfer next summer. You can
So
get him in
you can
January
get
on a
him for
free
about-
contract.
But somebody mentioned a figure of 500.
500, I think 500 grand
Suter.
to get him, as in take him away from Hibs.
Aye.
Hearts, sorry, but you can get him in January on a free. But he can't join you into the summer. But if you would say to them, maybe there's
That's
500 grand.
By the way, he's a class
Aye, he's a
act.
good player.
He could be a £10 million player.
And
Yes,
forget about
easy.
if you can remember, forget about what he done
I would
obviously
like-
with
I'd like to see
Scotland.
him at- I'd like
I
to
think we
see him at
spoke.
Celtic, good
I
player.
think we spoke about him a way back, and I says, "Guy, he's like a kind of Rolls Royce, a centre half." And I know that with the injuries he had, but the physicality, he's aggressive, but he can play. He comes out for the back, and he sees that he's very
Modern day
comfortable.
centre back.
By the way, he's made for
Scottish
that
John Stones.
Aye, he could be.
Premiership down in England. You can see him.
He could. But I honestly
Easy.
think he could as well.
Easy.
Gary. Yeah.
I think that's just my opinion.
With injuries, he's had the boy, didn't he?
I know,
Deserves it to
aye.
go and make the
What we
money
get-
he should
No
deserve.
disrespect.
I mean-
if he goes to a club like Celtic or a big club in England, playing with every day, you're training with better players.
So you'll get better.
You get better. It's just it's automatic.
I think he starts for both.
You raise your
Celtic
game,
Rangers.
don't you? Every
Oh,
morning.
it starts 100%.
And do you know something? If one boy deserves that,
Aye.
you know, to be playing down
Aye.
there after everything he's went through, it's him.
What, how have Hearts let this happen?
That's crazy. I think is Halkett out of contract? It's quite a few.
I
of
think
them.
he might be,
There's a few, I think.
You wonder because he was injured, they've put their eye
They're
off
leaving
the
their
ball.
business late and it's a dangerous game to play, isn't it? Well,
it's
there you go. They're
The
going
same
to
with Halliday, mate.
It's
It's
a
suppose there's a
strange
few
one,
English
is it?
Premier League clubs sniffing about him as
Who is
well.
it that's doing that though? Is that
Tagging him in
I can
Redbridge.
see
Gresham,
that. Andy Halliday, Hollywood.
I think
I saw a wee bits. and
We
bobs.
glimpsed
Hollywood,
it yesterday.
I can
Hollywood,
see the
Tipping him as the new
potential.
Ian Beale, isn't they? EastEnders are trying to get him
He's
by Ian Beale.
desperate to do that role.
Okay. Okay.
Right, hey.
Hey.
Do that.
Right. I can't help it.
Do that again.
Yeah, go on.
Right, hey.
This man's a
here-
star.
Aye, he's a superstar. See on, is that no, if you're a Hibs fan, that must just frustrate the head of
Hearts
life.
fan.
For the Hibs,
Hibs fans will be buzzing.
no, the Hibs in Ross County. Oh, sorry, that's moving on for
Oh,
John.
sorry,
Shooter.
mate. So he's weird. I've done a hit. Sorry,
Step
mate.
ahead.
I
Do you want to still call up with John Shooter?
don't know.
yeah.
You've not really gave much.
No, listen, I said to see the
What
thing
did you think of that result last night?
I think it's just really, really frustrating, Derek, for being a Hibs fan. And maybe that's why.
Because I think there was there one change.
One
I think
change,
there was
Derek.
the boy Porteous is out
Ross
and boy
County's been playing no
McGregor
better.
because a good player comes in.
No, it's hard. This is a hard game.
Ross
They've
County
been,
have been
they've
playing-
been doing
they've
better.
been playing well.
But you go and knock
Playing all right.
Rangers out, obviously, and then but again, I don't know if the boys have been enjoying themselves. I don't know.
I know. Well, they're still partying, aren't they?
Partying, they've just got to a final.
I know,
They've
it's only
not won
not won
anything.
anything. Surely they're not.
So they shouldn't be partying.
Listen,
They should have.
Listen, last
they should have been
season, last
focused
season
on that
they had the
game.
night out when they won a corner.
But they should have been focused in that game because County have been playing well.
Yeah.
It's a hard place to go. So they should have been after the final. Milk it a wee bit, half an hour with the punters that had turned up, the Hibs fan. Then you focus on that. And I think a lot of people were looking at that game last night, and I was thinking, it's a dodgy one.
You could see it coming, couldn't you?
Aye.
I think it's going to be the greatest relegation battle in the history of relegation battles.
History of history.
What's your favourite one up until now?
Have you?
thought
I know you don't want to talk about it. You looked at the championship. That is unbelievable.
No, we didn't. We
No, I know you
didn't
don't.
go
You've got to say
anywhere
you
underneath the
don't.
SPL, mate.
Well, if you want to go and see a good game of football,
Why don't you
go
talk
and
about it
look
on
at the
BBC radio?
I know. Keep that for the
I'm
BBC. Keep that
I'm sure
for
the
the
10 people
BBC.
watching will be
Keep
interested.
that for the BBC. Yeah.
You ask guy to keep it. No, I think this will be a really tight relegation battle. Here's what a wee
Do you think it'll be a humdinger?
humdinger. I think here's a wee one that will get you the arse hair standing up.
Right, aye.
I think that the teams that are down there now won't be in the relegation battle. There you go.
Who you're saying somebody else will go down?
We'll get dragged
Who do
in.
you think?
Dragged in.
Right, you're going to say who then?
Don't know the league table yet. But I just don't think Ross County will be there.
Or Dundee?
Aye.
Dundee will be there.
But that's the two that are in the relegation battle.
So you just contradict yourself.
What are you saying? I'm thinking about the teams
But
above.
how
You've got Aberdeen.
No,
I tell
Aberdeen.
you what, they better be careful. They better be very, very careful. I backed them.
Strange one in Aberdeen.
And
won
Derek, when I
against the big
sit,
teams
when I
and-
put my head in the line for a manager,
Your neck on the line.
my neck in the line, I've not said one thing right today.
It's all right, it's your birthday.
your
you
birthday,
do
man.
it.
Yeah.
When I back somebody, don't let me do it. And at the moment, I'm thinking they're going down a wee slippery path, Aberdeen.
Since that ref game.
Since the snow.
But see if you're on the Hibs side, like how frustrating have you
It's snow.
how frustrating if you're Jack Ross that they could go and play like that against Rangers 3 days later. You
But
beat Ross County.
that's how questions will be asked. That's how the guys. You sometimes wonder, why they'll never challenge. That's the reason why. Because you put in a performance like that, you get a magnificent result, and the test is, can you go into the next game and do it again? And they've failed. So I think that's why, as a collective, and I mean the manager will look at that and he'll be so disappointed. But it's the players again.
I know
They've got to have a look at themselves.
I know teams have changed, but when we played it, that's just catalyst to move on.
Kick on.
It's a great,
And no
great
excuses.
result. Everybody's
Buzzing.
on a high, and you just kick on.
And no excuses about the surface we were playing last night. By all accounts, it was beautiful up there. It wasn't a bad night. Good surface, So the test is go and dig out another result, and they couldn't do it. So frustrating, isn't it, for them?
It must be, mate. There's only so much you can do as a manager, isn't there?
That's it.
Right.
As a coach.
Couping time.
Right.
Scottish Cup. We need to say as well, Scottish Cup weekend. What a competition.
Brilliant.
Looking
Couple of good
forward
ones.
to
I
it.
tell you what.
Who you fancying for the upsets?
You talk about
I told
upset Auchinleck.
Auchinleck, I said to you when I come in
that's a
this
good one.
morning, Accies have got to be very careful because Accies are not a physical team. Auchinleck, at their bit, they'll go and they'll batter you.
Oh,
So
All the best.
the Hamilton boys will not enjoy that.
Who've you got,
All the
Si?
best with the showers. Showers was Swiss off.
Civil service.
you don't get shower.
Hard game, mate. Good team.
That will be
We've watched
fine.
them. Good team.
The hot showers will be turned off.
The showers will be turned off,
I
mate.
do
All that
not
stuff.
collect but freezing down there.
Have you
so
know we've
weird.
got a hard one Saturday? Boys will need to be on
That'll
it.
be and the weather's
Strollers.
it's got to be freezing cold, so it's a
You need to be
time
up for it.
for the old hairy-arsed men to come out and play. That's how I used to say.
Yeah.
Is your man playing?
Roll the sleeves up and get ready for the battle in the Scottish Cup. Then
Hey.
you're mad.
You're my plane. That's good.
That's unbelievable.
She's gonna.
Oh, she's
that
gonna
time
have.
of year.
She's gonna
Dad
lose
got
applause.
the hydro.
Nice.
Ah, it was genius.
She's gonna attack me after the hydro.
Aye.
She's not going, is your dad going?
Who's what?
I don't know if he's going this time.
Is he going?
I don't know if the wee man's gone.
If the wee man's going.
I'll slap him up at the time we got. Right, Derek, I'll go with you. Hearts St Mirren.
Well, watch Hearts.
Oh, Euro Club versus Euro Club.
Do you want to wrestle? Arm wrestle?
Arm wrestle.
There's got to be a reaction because I tell you what, your old team Motherwell were absolutely brilliant last
What a
Saturday.
manager.
Bullied Hearts, didn't
They
they?
won the battle the
manager.
first 20-25 minutes, get their noses in front and played some brilliant stuff. Motherwell were excellent and I was disappointed in Hearts, so there will be a reaction. So I'm going to go for a draw. After
Aye, someone you're gonna draw.
I'm going to
that's
go
no
for a
bad
draw.
shout.
Aye. I was a wee bit.
I think it's a good shout as well.
You know, I think of Goodwin looks at he'll look at that the tape, how Motherwell went about their business, you know, and they didn't enjoy it at Hearts. That's what I was quite surprised at. They didn't. Motherwell got up against them.
Is Fir Park a wee bit a tighter pitch than Tynecastle though?
No, Tynecastle's a tight.
Is it? Right? I thought Tynecastle's quite big.
No,
Right, okay.
Tynecastle's quite tight. So, and I think they'll look at that, and they've got again. McGrath scores an absolute belter. You know, a good player. So they've got that quality in their side. I'm going to go for a draw. I think someone could get something.
I'll give you a private bet on that if you want.
Or a private bet.
Give you good odds as well.
Okay.
Ross County, Dundee United, Derek.
Ross County. Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to go Ross County. There you go. Right. Now you're talking about, you know, there's somebody else going to be dragged into it. That'll put pressure on the rest of them just above. See if Ross County get a result, and I think they will. They're at home. Yep.
Yeah.
Ross County at home,
Yep.
Derek.
Aye. Weather's not going to be kind again.
You think
but I
Charlie
think
will pony it?
was it?
Charlie.
You're saying he'll pony it? No offence, is that what you say?
No, I think they.
There's a bit of needle there between you and Charlie, isn't there?
Animosity,
Oh,
innit?
Charlie Adam.
No
Charlie
good.
Gray.
Oh, Charlie. By the way, I was talking to you last night. I was talking to some young guy, and we're talking about.
You talking
now-
You're
you
talking
roaming the
guys,
streets
you know?
again?
Putting
You
the
roaming the
boys-
streets
You get in
again?
trouble for that, mate.
See, being part of this, you know,
Can't
young
mention
guys,
names.
no, they go, all right, Fergie boy, how are you? I'll enjoy the podcast and all that. And, but they always talk
Did they not
about
mention the
Mulgrew.
radio? Did they not mention the radio now? They don't say enjoy it on the radio. Do you ever get that?
Always, no, they like the open all mics, that's always one to talk about. But
know.
if I hadn't have produced that, had I done what I was told at the Hydro, that Mulgrew touch would never have happened.
Never
So there
have
you go.
Legend.
So-
You need it
No,
again.
you need it.
Now you've got
so-
fuck rules tattooed on your chest. Love that.
Fuck the rules, I know.
That's a cracky you've got. So we're a
So-
bit smaller, but.
Right,
Right, hold on. Let's get back to the family.
Right, no worries.
Let's
Okay, St
concentrate.
Johnstone, Hibs. Will they bounce back? Will Jack Ross
Well,
bounce back?
bounce back ability.
Remember that one?
That's good. Aye,
I'm
bounce
going to go
back
for St
ability.
Johnson.
Oh!
There you go. I'm going to go St Johnson.
but what
You're getting a
what-
bit frustrated there, but I'm going to go St Johnson.
Well, what a win, Coopens.
Right? Aye. We've no won one all season, so
So you're going draw.
Yep.
Ross County beat United. St Johnstone versus Hibs.
Yes.
To beat St Johnstone beat Hibs. Wow.
That's a good, by the way, if
Oh, they bollocks
listen,
are massive, aren't they? Big, massive bollocks.
you should actually drug test me after
Aye,
this
you should.
show. Aye.
Right,
So
I love
that's
you.
what I'm going.
And Derek,
Love your
Dundee, Motherwell. Last one for you, mate.
Oh,
I'm
that's
going
a
to go
good one.
Motherwell. And away win.
Oh, that's it.
I was so impressed with him.
That's a hell of a
So,
Coopens.
so Graham
Someone's in
Alexander,
that.
Graham Alexander, who's went up in your
Legend.
team. Aye. Good
Have you
lad,
noticed
good
that Hudna,
podcast.
do you know that Hudna won in 4, I think it was, and then he done that interview in the...
Won every game since.
Aye. But I tell you what, I tell you what, a
It's
few
not rocket
injuries.
science, is it?
Van Veen never played. Is
We
it
told
boy
him to drop
Roberts never played as
Told him to
well?
drop him as well.
Right.
Aye, well
Well,
done.
you couldn't because Roberts was on loan, so.
Told him to put him out on
So
loan.
he could,
Aye, it's a good
so he
one.
couldn't play it, and Van Veen was suspended. So that's how
Don't
you
get
go.
carded.
So they're coming back into the fray, but they were impressive, and I didn't hear a good side in their day, but I just fancy Motherwell.
Frankie boy,
Yes.
can you do this in an accent?
I know.
Aye.
No.
Come on, act right, we'll do the acting. So, Hearts v St Mirren in an accent.
I will go for Hearts.
What is that?
I don't know. But that says you.
Hydro's fucked. If that's a level performance in his videos, Hydro's fucked.
Oh, no. I'm going for Hearts. There you go.
I like it.
Hearts to beat my club. There you go.
Right, okay.
Fancy home advantage.
Ross County v Dundee
Wait,
United.
hold on, Giza a West Ham with the...
Giza West Ham casual.
Right.
Giza West Ham casual voice.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Alright, sorry. Ross County Dundee United.
I'm going to go a draw. There you are. I'm going to go a draw.
Right, can see that. St Johnstone versus Hibs.
Another draw. I think that might be another draw. There you go. I think that'll be a draw. A good draw.
It'll be a tight game, man. Won't be.
Say a draw here, I'll fucking flip my Dundee versus Motherwell.
It's a draw.
It's a draw. No. I'm going to go for
3 draws.
I think so. I think it'll be 3 draws.
It's so hard to...
I think I can see that.
There you go.
Right, who's want to ask the birthday boy?
Silky man.
Silk.
We've not got the script. We don't get none. We just.
Can you remember the 4 games?
No.
Can you improv?
No.
Actors and
Right,
improv.
come on.
See if he's going to admit.
Here's the moment where you're going. It's his birthday.
Hearts v St
come on.
Mirren.
And there's...
Hearts v St Mirren.
Hearts v St Mirren.
Last one each.
I've just done it.
Right.
Oh, there
You
you
can
go.
ask him that next
He's
one.
going for Hearts.
Hearts will
Where's he
win.
gone?
Who did I go for?
Right.
Give us a wee bit insight of why you think Hearts will win.
I think Hearts will win because they got a bad result and as good teams they want to bounce back for a bad result. So they'll be firing all week. And I think Andy Halliday, his suspension is over, is it?
So you think
It was
he'll
a
sit on the
bit- it was
bench,
a
right?
I think he'll be back on the bench.
It was in a bad way yesterday.
Talk to the boys to the side, which will help them.
It was in a bad way yesterday. Machine was great and that.
I don't know
No,
why.
he's always great.
Oh,
isn't
my
he?
arse has been it.
Your arse has been hanging out
Well
the
done.
shorts.
Big hairy.
Oh, no.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, say.
Right,
Right,
can we head
yeah,
up to the Highlands? No. And we'll
Right.
go to Dingwall, one of my old clubs.
Yeah.
Great wee club, by the way.
Dingwall.
I love, by the way, Roy McGregor and the crew up there, top notch.
Gave you a few quid.
Looked after me very well. Love Roy McGregor. So Ross County against Dundee United after their brilliant 1-0 win against Aberdeen. Big game, Matt.
Yeah, and as you said there, Hibs get a great win at the weekend, but then get beat. Dundee get a great win and they'll get beat against Ross County. Home win.
Wow. Every week you do your big mate dirty on this.
Right.
Don't lie.
That's
It's
what I'm
Charlie
doing,
playing.
isn't it?
Oh, aye.
What is it? What's
That
happening?
touch, when that touch you take the hydro.
touch.
Hated
That'll
that.
never be
Jinky's
better.
still your
By the way,
limelight.
hey,
Amount of attention they got for that.
he's not kicked the ball since.
Who, Charlie?
Right.
Doesn't matter, that was the best
Okay,
touch
so-
ever.
Doesn't need to kick a ball
living
again.
on it. He's living on it. He's just loving it. That's it.
No, kicked him on
He's
Twitter.
got, but did you see my trap and open goal? That's it. Doesn't talk about radio, but he talks about open goal.
Right, Paul St Johnstone versus Hibs.
Well, Sammy, you did say that St Johnstone finished third this season.
No, have they kept their squad? Which they never.
Right,
So
right,
the bet went at the window.
Okay.
You called?
I think St Johnstone lack. They're actually good. They're very good set up, but it's just
What
that
do they like?
final third that
X Factor.
creating chances almost.
Spark.
That's
Just that wee final third
somebody for
X
me.
factor, which I think Hibs have got, but it's going to be a stuffy game. Who's that?
Time up.
Gordon Smith.
See what I think they'll do well. I think
Suck your tit.
I think St Johnstone. I think St Johnstone will nullify the boy Boyle. I think that's could be the.
Take him out in the tunnel.
Aye, why not? It's happened before.
I'm going to listen. I really my heart can't. The heart he can't tell me this. But I'm going to just go. I'll need to go a draw because I don't know. I really don't know who'll win that. My heart's telling me St Johnstone, but my head's telling me Hibs.
Right.
I don't know if it's the other way a bit, but it's
Good
one.
draw.
Dundee
Yeah,
against Sherrill Club. Motherwell.
Motherwell, away win.
Oh.
Dundee are really struggling. Really struggling. I don't think he knows his best team whatsoever. And that can be hard for him because there's a lot of senior players there. So he might say, I'm going to hang my hat on these guys. But then maybe they're not playing as well and then he's maybe dipping a couple of them out in and out. So
Does he wear a hat?
listen, I he's
What was it?
Does he wear a
Say
hat?
that again. Can you say that again?
He hangs
please?
his hat on something.
I said he's got senior players there, right?
Right.
And maybe they're not.
So Charlie Adam League
Oh
of
my
Fist.
God, League of the Fist.
Aye.
And that, right?
Good
So
players.
three
Three of them,
senior
right?
players.
Some of them might not play that well, Si, right? So he might think I need to dip them in and out the team. But he's not really sure what wants to date with. I refound love for my old club.
Motherwell.
Love to go back. I'd love to go.
Oh, would you now?
I'd love to go
Would you
back
back
at half
play-
time, walk onto the pitch and Maybe they had, listen, maybe they had draw.
Half-time draw. I can get Tam County sorted out for you.
I'd like to go out again.
I asked him about you, he said, didn't know who you were. Biggest.
You and Tam are tighties, no?
No, I don't know.
I'm getting one. He does
One of his radio pals, isn't it?
Tam's different class.
I
You must listen to Tam and Stuart between 12 and 2 before the...
Big Kev said he went on and didn't get a word in.
I know.
Oh, no,
But that's the same. That's the way where Kev goes. He doesn't speak.
they're brilliant. They're 100 mile an hour.
Most he ever spoke, Kev.
I know, hey, you don't try and mix it with them, they'll shoot you down.
Oh, I know.
Any other seriously, any other radio people you want to speak about? Mate? We know you did the radio. Is that?
Just every now and again, but enjoy it.
Derek, can you please wear a
Banana
So I know what he was wearing the other day.
But can you wear something sexy for Hydro?
All right, okay.
Does Custori do best?
Hold on, but what is...
A string Custori.
Just a man with
Instead
it's nice. I like man.
Instead of shell suit.
No, it was my attire, no.
What was it you were
last time? Just a pair of chinos, a wee...
It was lovely, but I like seeing a tux.
Right. Oh, no, I don't like suits. I hate suits. I don't do shirt and tie.
Tux.
Nah, I'm not shirt and tie.
You done it at Slater's? I went well.
Oh, it was. By the way, see the last Hydro I met the boy.
I know.
Outside it was taking the piss out of the two of us.
Who, Brett?
I saw him outside.
He's another one that shouldn't get any airtime.
He ran across the road and says, how's Barry? No.
Did he say that?
He did outside.
Derek. No, is it all right, Barry?
So I just gave him one right.
I'm about to see if they're up yet.
Right,
Your ma.
get presents. Right, thanks.
That'd be buff.
Yeah.
Cheers.
On.